That's pretty fun. Okay, let's try this one. And then we'll get really serious and talk about meditation and how it can help you move through stuckness. And actually, this is a really wonderful way to start this segment because a lot of what we're going to talk about is not being serious. We can often get stuck. Wow, that's a scary one. We can get stuck when we get a little too serious about what we want to create, our life goals. Um, when we don't get things our way, it can definitely help us feel stuck. And I think the real, I would say, gift or antidote to being stuck is to actually have some fun and to change things up a little bit. So sometimes during our meditation practice, in case some of you are feeling stuck during meditation, we can get into these places where we don't feel like we're going anywhere. And one thing to understand is that is actually part of the process, is plateauing or feeling like you're just going at a flat level, whether it's in your meditation practice or in your everyday life. So, sorry, I really love these maps. I can't stop playing with them. So, let's go with this one, and I'm going to keep it at this one for just a little bit here. Uh, so here's a few coaching questions, and if you're going about your day, I invite you to stop and slow down so you can contemplate some of these questions. And one of the things that I do as part of the work that I offer. Okay, one more. Sorry, I'm having way too much fun. Process versus product. Okay, I don't know. This is way too much fun to be doing these masks. I mean, are you guys okay with me actually guiding a meditation like this? Because I find it so fun. Um, One of the things that we offer at Sura Center at meditation.com is this combination of meditation and coaching. So when you are meditating and you go into a meditative state and you feel that sense of calm and center, then when you ask yourself questions, when you go inside and start to go through the process of inquiry, it's much easier to get access to your intuition, to your intuitive knowing. We're going to practice that a little bit today, and the way we always begin is just by relaxing into meditation. When we feel anxious, when we feel stressed or depressed, down, it's an energetic state. And the key is to allow ourselves to let go a little bit, not take it so seriously, and relax. And if you can find a way to breathe and start to let go, you can start to really gain some higher insight and access to your own wisdom. Not all of us can afford to get a coach. So I think meditation is a wonderful way, meditation and writing is a wonderful way to gain some higher answers. Okay, so off with the mask. Let's see if I can. Okay, there we go. I might have to put another one on at some point. Wherever you are, just taking a break, letting yourself take a few breaths, and feeling your entire body let go, relax. With each breath, feel a sense of freedom and spaciousness flooding through your entire body, extending outward and upward towards the sky and down towards the earth. Really feeling that sense of spaciousness, of being centered and resting in your center. Nowhere to go, nothing to do right now. Letting yourself be with the meditation. Be fully here. If you are feeling stuck, ask yourself, what do I feel right now? What do I feel right now? Meditation puts us in touch with our emotions, our inner feelings, and by doing this, it helps us raise our awareness of ourselves. And let yourself feel what you really feel. This is a key to moving forward. If you feel frustrated, if you feel tensed, if you feel excited or anticipation, just let yourself in your mind just gently express your feeling and your emotion. And you can do it now or you can do it later. But just allow yourself to really feel what's going on inside your body, with your jaw, in your mind. Notice the conversation that's going on in your head. And see if you can do this all with a level of detachment, of not being too invested, of taking it too seriously, just watching it, watching everything exactly as it is. And that's the first question. The second question is, what am I afraid of? Just ask yourself what you're afraid of without psychoanalyzing, without going into why is this related to being stuck. Just ask, what am I afraid of? And voice every fear that comes to mind for you right now. Just trusting this process, that it's a powerful process for moving, releasing energy. Maybe the fear is being stuck, and being stuck in this position for the rest of your life. Maybe it's not ever realizing your greatness. What is that fear? Being out of control. Name it and be precise about it. Be as precise as you can about your fears. And again, do it in your mind. Just name it in your mind. And again, you can do it now or do this process later on your own time. But be honest with yourself. The more honest you are in your own meditation with yourself, the more quickly, the more you'll accelerate moving forward. So your own thoughts are your own thoughts. And just take this time to breathe and be honest with yourself, reflect. The next question is, what's one thing I could do that would bring me joy, excitement, fun, creativity? Now, it doesn't have to hit all of those categories together. It can be one thing. What's one thing I could do? Something that gets you slightly excited, that moves you into another energy field, another feeling. Just the one thing, not the whole thing, not your whole life strategy. Just one little thing you can do today, now, that would be kind of exciting for you. Maybe a little challenging, perhaps a bit risky, but just one thing. And it doesn't have to be the one thing that figures out the rest of your life, just the one thing that will bring you joy, fun, excitement now, today. And breathe in and breathe out. And after this guided coaching meditation, I'm going to talk a little bit about why we're asking these questions. So just allow yourself to drop in and trust this process. And the last question is, what's my intention? What's my intention now? What's important right now? And again, this isn't for your whole life. This isn't for, your whole work strategy or anything else, but just for now, what's your intention? A simple intention for yourself. And it could be that I'm grounded, I'm centered, I feel balanced. Could be to create with joy. Just allow yourself to think about one thing, one intention. And as you think about that, notice the feeling that's going on in your body and your energy, and also your mind. It might feel a bit more calming, a bit more relaxing. And let yourself sink into it, breathe into it a little bit more. And take a breath. And exhale, let it go. And just take that time to, just a moment, just to reflect. And gently send that intention out. You can send it out by surrendering your intention, knowing that it's true now. Your intention is true now. Ah! You did wonderfully. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the meditation. Then I'm going to answer some of your questions. Then I'm going to hop off. But I have to play with these masks. Sorry if they're distracting. I just think they're so fun. So, because I've never done anything like this before. And how fun is that? I think that's so cute. I've got a hat on. All right, so a lot of people will come to coaching and they want specific outcomes and answers and actions and lists on what they need to do next. And I think that that carries a lot of, it's valuable. You want to have a list, you want to be clear about what you're going to do. But so often I see people show up for coaching and show up for their life, for what they want to do next. And they don't give themselves permission to go outside this little constricted area that they think they have to operate in. It's like, I can only operate within this realm, and and they're actually really just energetically stuck. And this can happen to us even in our meditation practice, where we feel that we're not really going anywhere. And really what we need to do is just shift the energy. And if you can start to shift energy, then that can take you to actually a new realm of consciousness that allows you to see from a different perspective, to relate from a new perspective. And actually, a lot of these questions, they're not about finding the answer, like I have to get that next thing down, because the mind is always searching. It always wants something more. It's really just about creating a little shift, releasing some energy, and then creating a bit of an opening, a bit of a shift to help you actually move gently to the next level without having to force it, without having to strategize it, without having to make your mind go really, at a certain level. Oh, I guess I just took off, my hat, and I guess my hands can sort of do things with this hat. How cool is that? Hi, Tom. Oh, VG time. Thanks for joining us. Okay, so that's about it. And whether you feel stuck in meditation or in your life, it's part of the process. A lot of times we feel stuckness, we feel resistance, actually when we're moving to a next level. So if you are moving to a next level, you might experience this. It's just part of the process. The key is to not take it so seriously. If you're feeling it, let yourself feel it, and let yourself go through it.